Caitlin Clark just did something that no athlete has done since Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan revolutionized basketball. And now Caitlin Clark is following in his footsteps with her groundbreaking deal with Wilson, shaking up the WNBA in the process. Her signature basketballs sold out in just 40 minutes. As a rookie, she's drawing triple the crowds, smashing 62 records, and causing such a stir that some league veterans are taking their frustrations out on her during games. Even Jordan himself has acknowledged her, affirming the massive influence she's having on women's basketball.
Caitlin Clark wasn't like no one ever said there weren't ever great players before Caitlin Clark. There was never phenomenon, not in my lifetime, with women's basketball. And I went to UConn, so I've seen plenty of great players, but nobody's ever moved the needle in my lifetime like this.
Just like Jordan revolutionized the NBA in the 80s, Clark is redefining the WNBA today. Her rapid rise and unmatched success are shaking up the league, unsettling longtime veterans unaccustomed to this kind of spotlight, and we've got the evidence to back it up. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe my channel for more awesome content. Thanks.
Today, Wilson unveiled Caitlin Clark's signature basketball, making her the first athlete since Michael Jordan to get their own signature basketball from Wilson. She also becomes the first WNBA player to get her own signature basketball from Wilson.
That's right. Just like people once camped out for days to get their hands on Michael Jordan's latest releases, Caitlin Clark is now creating that same kind of buzz in women's basketball. Her Wilson deal marks a historic first. No female basketball player since Jordan has launched a signature basketball line. Think about that. Veterans across the WNBA are reacting with mixed feelings. Cheryl Swoops, who once doubted Clark's ability to transition from college to the pros, now acknowledges her unmatched commercial influence. The atmosphere is tense as Clark's name starts showing up in marketing discussions right next to Jordan's, a comparison that's shaking up the long-standing power structure in women's basketball.
Clark is the first ever female athlete to have her own collection with Wilson, but just a heads up though, the entire collection on the Wilson website is sold out.
The impact of this deal was clear the moment Clark's signature basketballs hit the shelves. Wilson severely underestimated demand. Thousands sold out in just 40 minutes, even outpacing the launch frenzy of products like the PS5. This buying surge proves that Clark's influence goes well beyond basketball diehards, triggering a wave of economic momentum across women's sports marketing. The excitement mirrors the kind of consumer response seen during Michael Jordan's peak. By energizing fans willing to spend at unprecedented rates, Clark is rewriting the financial playbook for women's basketball, achieving the kind of mainstream success that many veterans have chased for years without the same results.
Calling all Caitlin Clark fans, 2 new limited edition basketballs are now available at select Hy-Vee stores. The designs are part of the Inspire series that Clark is doing in partnership with Wilson Sporting Goods. The tribute ball pays homage to Clark's time within the Iowa women's basketball team, and the Dreamer ball is designed to encourage athletes to pursue their dreams. Both are available in sizes 3 and 6 at select Hy-Vee locations.
Clark's signature collection does more than showcase her name. It tells the story of her unique playing style. Each ball is thoughtfully designed with meaning behind it. The 3-up ball honors her jaw-dropping shooting range that pulls defenders out to half court. The record breaker highlights her statistical dominance, while every laser-etched detail connects directly to game-changing elements of her play. Rather than feeling like just another branded product, the line feels personal and authentic. The Crowd Maestro ball captures something even more rare: Clark's ability to electrify an arena the moment she steps on the floor. The energy shifts. The crowd leans in. People who once tuned out women's basketball now hang on every play. That kind of presence can't be taught. It's the mark of a truly transcendent athlete, the kind who redefines the game.
Wilson did not mess around with these basketballs. Geometric patterns form the number 22 in triangles whose 3 sides nod to the threes that fuel her scoring, and then the black and yellow is a nod to the colorways of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
This extraordinary market response helps explain the growing tension within the league. WNBA veterans have spent years striving for mainstream recognition, often without seeing results on this scale. Meanwhile, Clark has achieved in months what others couldn't accomplish in over a decade of professional play. When her basketballs sell out faster than high-demand tech launches, it's more than a sales spike. It marks her transformation from elite athlete to full-blown cultural icon.
Yeah, but she's incredible. Congratulations to her and her family.
Yeah.
Like the crazy thing is, I'm just seeing her last year when they played LSU, but she's phenomenal. I'm going to go on the record and say she's the best female collegiate player ever. ever. Well, I don't know about you.
The Wilson deal proves that Clark is far more than just a promising rookie. She's already accomplished something never seen before in women's basketball. Her commercial success is backed by hard numbers, placing her name alongside the sport's most iconic figures before her first season is even over. This moment redefines what's possible for women's basketball players in the marketplace and sets a whole new standard for future stars.
And when you take into stock the fact that outside of Kevin Durant, aging superstar, LeBron James, 40 years old, and Steph Curry, there's not a single NBA player more popular today than Caitlin Clark. That is a problem.
The real question now is how the league will adjust to this new era. While some veterans wrestle with Clark's rapid rise to marketing stardom, others see the bigger picture. Clark is raising the WNBA's profile in ways never seen before, drawing national attention that opens doors for everyone. Her mainstream appeal is attracting major sponsorships, injecting more money into the league and benefiting the entire women's basketball community. Clark's breakthrough isn't just personal. It's paving the way for a new generation of female athletes to be seen, celebrated, and valued at a whole new level.
According to Sports Pro, Caitlin Clark is the fourth most marketable athlete in the world. Yeah, not just female athlete, not just in the United States, but in the entire world.
As Clark continues to lift the entire WNBA, she made a bold marketing move that initially puzzled industry experts but ultimately revealed her savvy. What could resonate more with everyday Americans than placing her signature basketballs right alongside the milk and eggs? This groundbreaking strategy is changing the game for how female athletes build cultural influence. When you think of superstar athlete deals, you probably picture luxury brands, high-end sports gear, or energy drinks, not local grocery stores. But that's exactly where Caitlin Clark chose to make her impact, in the aisles of Hy-Vee supermarkets throughout the Midwest. This clever move highlights why Clark is playing on a completely different level than anyone else in women's basketball.
Basketballs, very, very cool. Big deal. Good job, Wilson. You know, they probably went and put this together. I mean, maybe Hy-Vee contacted Caitlin Clark first, but you know, this is probably the type of thing Wilson is trying to do.
Imagine the buzz of fluorescent lights overhead, the familiar beep of checkout scanners, and parents steering carts through busy aisles. Then, right between the dairy and household goods, Caitlin Clark's signature basketballs take center stage. This isn't just a coincidence, it's a deliberate homecoming. While many top athletes aim for luxury boutiques or upscale stores, Clark went for the everyday places where Midwestern families spend their weekends.
Here, they just had this go, and this is the Hy-Vee Instagram account. Again, Wilson, Caitlin Clark, really smart, very cool video, lots of smiling faces.
Think about it. The average American goes to the grocery store about 1.6 times a week. That's a level of engagement you can't get from a billboard or a TV ad, something people can easily ignore. Every time someone passes down that aisle, they see Caitlin Clark. What's really surprising is that some WNBA veterans still don't get this strategy. They are so focused on proving themselves as serious athletes that they miss what Clark grasped from the start. Becoming a cultural icon means connecting with everyday people where they actually live their lives. The Hy-Vee partnership places her products right where people shop, but more importantly, it sends a clear message to Middle America. I'm one of you. Clark positions herself as the hometown hero who's changing basketball forever.
And I've said it a million times, it's not breaking news, it's not brand new, but I really do believe Caitlin Clark is the next face of basketball. You know, they've been searching for that in the NBA. Who's the next face of the NBA? It's been LeBron and Steph carrying the torch. I think the next face of basketball, period, is Caitlin Clark.
Watch what happens when Clark takes the court. The numbers speak for themselves. When she plays, WNBA games draw an average of 1.18 million viewers, 3 times the league's usual audience. Clark is bringing new fans to women's basketball. Your dad, who never cared about the WNBA, is suddenly asking when the Fever play next. She's not just dominating on the court, her impact off the court is just as impressive. The stats don't lie. Caitlin Clark is playing at a historically elite level. She and Michael Jordan are the only rookies ever to post playoff averages like hers, over 18 points, 8.5 assists, 5 rebounds, plus blocks and steals per game. From day one, she's walking alongside the GOAT. This goes beyond selling basketballs. Clark is doing what Jordan did for men's basketball. She's transcending the game itself, becoming a cultural phenomenon who just happens to play basketball. And that difference is everything when it comes to her lasting impact.
We knew Caitlin Clark was marketable, but she's been put over some pretty big names. In fact, some worldwide, huge, international names. Two of them being Messi and Ronaldo.
Some veterans are still playing by an old, outdated playbook, while Clark is writing a brand new one. They are competing for traditional sports marketing deals, but Clark is creating her own platform and welcoming everyone to be part of it. What's even more impressive is how she stays authentic. Partnering with a Midwestern grocery chain fits perfectly with her roots and personal brand. She's fully embracing who she is, and it's paying off in a big way.
The idea of some players being jealous, yes, that probably exists. Okay. To me, yeah, jealous, sure. I mean, would you be jealous of somebody that got $28 million a shoe deal or whatever the deal is before you step foot in the pro?
While Clark connects with everyday Americans at grocery stores, the divide she's created within the WNBA is anything but ordinary. The huge gap between her $76,500 league salary and an estimated $11 million in endorsements isn't just a statistic, it's fueling a rivalry that's starting to overshadow the game itself. This financial disparity has some veteran players pushing back on the court with a physical style of play that seems less about winning and more about making a statement. Have you noticed how they defend Clark differently? That extra aggressive double-teaming and contact? It's not just tactics, it's personal. These players, who spent years building the league's reputation, are now watching a rookie instantly become the face of everything they've worked for. They've been chasing that spotlight their entire careers, and honestly, can you blame them? After grinding for a decade and helping build the league from scratch, seeing someone new rise to prominence almost overnight is tough to swallow.
They try so long to get respect for women's basketball, and then they treat it like a junior high school girl's locker room. Junior high school girl antics on the court. Instead of playing the game, they gotta be drama. Because they're jealous. Instead of letting their skills speak for themselves, they gotta be drama.
The tension on the court is unmistakable, and it's not just fans who've taken notice. Even basketball legend Charles Barkley weighed in, saying they couldn't have handled this Caitlin Clark situation any worse if they tried. His critique cuts to the heart of the issue. Barkley points out that the WNBA simply wasn't ready for a player who could instantly reshape the business side of women's basketball.
Yeah.
But
the stuff toward her is petty and jealous. And the thing I love about her, she never says a word.
This isn't just about jealousy, it's about a system unprepared for a transcendent star. When Clark takes the court earning less than $77,000 while bringing in millions for the league, it highlights deep structural issues the WNBA has been masking for years. What was meant to create parity now feels like a ceiling, blocking the league from fairly compensating its most valuable and marketable player.
And what a lot of people weren't willing or were a bit reluctant to appreciate was the game on this young white sister of ours. She can ball. And oh, by the way, she was a great ambassador for the game. And by the way, she came in there and looked out for everybody else. For 22 years, they couldn't get chartered flights. That sister got there and it was done in 2 weeks.
What makes this even more interesting is that Clark isn't clashing with veterans or asking for special treatment. Instead, she's using her influence to improve things for everyone. She's already helped secure charter flights for all teams, upgraded travel arrangements, and played a key role in landing a huge $200 million media deal that's brought women's basketball primetime exposure. These aren't just wins for Clark. They benefit every player in the league, even those giving her the cold shoulder.
So the league won, but every time we think there's a win, there's somebody who brings something else up. And it's unfortunate. It's like when Tiger joined the PGA Tour.
The drama surrounding Clark highlights the challenges the WNBA still faces: outdated marketing, limited mainstream reach, and a pay system that doesn't fairly reward the players driving growth. When a rookie earns 144 times more off the court than on it, it's clear something has to change. The league's salary model wasn't built for a player who can sell out thousands of signature basketballs in just 40 minutes or triple game attendance simply by stepping on the floor.
What if I told you a WNBA rookie was out here doing what no one thought was possible and outshining the great Michael Jordan's legacy? How would you react? Caitlin Clark is the girl flipping the script. Her rookie numbers are ridiculous. Fans, analysts.
What's truly impressive is how this 22-year-old is handling everything. While social media buzzes with cryptic posts from veterans and analysts debate the tension, Clark keeps showing up and delivering. She's not just surviving the pressure, she's thriving. Now, she has an endorsement that might finally quiet the critics. When Michael Jordan speaks, basketball listens. And he didn't just speak, he gave Clark his seal of approval, saying the WNBA owes her recognition for everything she's doing for women's basketball. Think about how significant that is, coming from the man who transformed athlete marketing forever. This isn't just another voice in the debate, it's the most influential one in basketball culture, confirming that Clark's impact goes far beyond what a typical rookie achieves. Jordan's endorsement is a turning point. It confirms what the numbers have shown all along: Clark isn't just popular, she's transformative. Her presence has already pushed the league to evolve faster than expected. The real question now isn't whether Clark deserves the spotlight, it's whether the WNBA will fully embrace the opportunity she brings or cling to old ways.
He's getting the lion's share of the attention. The games are now getting all of his games are on TV. And he just was a polarizing figure. And Tiger Woods was like that when he went to the PGA as well. He changed the total economics of golf the same way Michael Jordan changed the financial economics of the NBA.
Clark is entering a completely new level of challenges. The pressure is intense, the spotlight is blinding, and every move she makes will be under the microscope. But if anyone is ready for this moment, it's Caitlin Clark. One thing is clear: the game will never be the same.